What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have part 7 of the collection videos, and this is long overdue. So if this is your first time tuning in, these videos are essentially me going through these bins and showing off each sneaker one at a time, and we get about 10 done per video. I have to warn everybody, these are not going to be done as frequently as they have been in the past, and that's because, well, I don't really have access to all my sneakers right now, but we'll get into that at a later date. So for those of you that are new, this is Vintage Kicks Gallery. All right, so we're gonna get started with a pair of hitters. This is a 2005 Nike Undefeated Dunk, and this is a no liner dunk too. So I don't know if you guys can see in there, it's just straight leather. These are incredible, guys. They've been retroed kind of in the form of an Air Jordan 1, which was the biohack that released, well, I guess say last year, 2020. But the biohacks, they didn't quite stack up to this, let's be honest. The materials in these, absolutely incredible. They age really well. This brown really ages and gets the creases in there. I love it, I really do. My only gripe on these is where the purple is here on the back. This really takes to creases pretty badly. No matter what you do, it's gonna crease there, and over time, I don't know if you guys can see that, the purple basically just goes away. So it does kind of make them look very used at a point, but you know, how can you go wrong with that? And they look great on feet too. Most people think that this sole is glow in the dark. That's not true, but all in all, 16 years old at this point, I think they're looking pretty good. What do you think? All right, moving right along to another pair of older Dunks, and these are the 2001s. These are not the ones that retroed a few years back, but these are the 2001 OG Viotechs, the Atmos original, their very first collaboration with Nike. So these are a little bit different than the retros in a few different ways. One, the quality of the materials, it's higher on these for sure. Two, the shape of that retro, it just wasn't right. I don't know what they were doing with that, but it didn't quite stack up to these. And three, the colors, they just look better as they age, in my opinion. I think the retros were a little bit too vibrant, a little bit too bright. These have a more subdued look to them. Pretty damn good. So as I said, this is Atmos's first collaboration. Their second was the Viotech Air Maxes, the ones that we just restored. So if you haven't seen that video, it's gonna be a series. Check out the first one, I'll link it up here. All right, how about another dunk? This time we have a very rare 2006 Dornbecker. And how rare are they? Well, they only made 1,050 pairs of these. And we know that because it says right on the tongue, designed by Lance Dillon, March 31st, 2006, limited edition, 1,050 pairs. This is not a pair you're gonna see often, you know, because they just weren't popular either. I really like this pair though. It throws off some Entourage vibes to me. You guys know the episode I'm talking about. But that's the vibe that I get from that. And if you look real closely, this is actually laser etched. So this writing is not just painted on, it's not silk screened on, it's actually laser etched. And that goes through to the suede too. So this pair is dead stock. I do have a pair that I wear. The only problem with these is they don't wear that well. And what I mean by that is the creasing here in the toe box looks really bad in my opinion. And on my pair at least, where it's creasing, the materials are starting to split and basically it's not a good look. These have little hidden Easter eggs all over. So let's see, 9/5, it's got the date on here. We've got Shelby on the back and Lance Dillon, he put his name on the tongue. How cool is that? So for those of you that don't know, Dornbecker series come out every year and they let children essentially that are at the hospital design these shoes. So this was actually designed by a kid with a, you know, an illness that's been at that hospital for a while. And how cool is that? All right, moving along, we have the 1989 Nike Air Pressure, and this is actually a pump shoe. So this one's seen better days. It is dead stock, but still, it's well, it's starting to crumble. It used to have a back unit here, which you would use a pump that was included with this, and that's how you pumped up the shoe. So as opposed to the Reebok pumps that had the basketball on the tongue or on the side there, this you actually had to have a pump to put the air in. They came with a really cool case too, that you were actually supposed to take this to the gym, but check it out. Yeah, I don't know if I go to the gym with that, but it is pretty cool. All in all, they did retro these in 2016, I think. We do have the retros, we'll get into it. When I wear those things, man, get some crazy questions. People have never seen anything like that. They sit really high, you know, above your ankle here, and I don't know, they just throw off some wild retro vibes to me. What do you think? Pretty cool. All right, any AJKO fans here? I'll admit it, I am. I'm a fan of AJKOs. I love them. This is a pair from 2013 of the Chicago's, so it does have the Nike branding on here. And don't get it confused with Nike Air, because there's no air in these shoes. And just like the original AJKO, this was the more affordable canvas, no air unit Jordan. So we could call this the first knockoff of its own shoe. It's not mine, I've heard that before, but I kind of agree with it. I really like the look of the KOs. I almost like letting these things flap around and lacing them behind here. The Chicago, in my opinion, is the best colorway. They just look better and better as they age too. When this gets dirty and the soles start to turn, it's a really, really good look. I don't know what these sell for now, but I don't think it's all that much for a Chicago colorway. I know that the Chicago, like the 2015s, whoo, are they expensive? The 94s, forget about it, outrageous. Everything is getting expensive, but I don't think these are quite obnoxious yet. We'll put it that way. How about a pair of 1988 Nike Air Assaults? Check these out. This pair is dead stock, but definitely not wearable. As you can see, the soles are starting to crack here. We've got some gumming up here on the sides. So if you guys are looking at a pair of these and think about restoring them, don't do it. Let me tell you why. This area here, as well as the tongue, gets very sticky, very hard to deal with, and very, very hard to fix. Even when you respray it, forget about, you know, taping that off where it says Air Assault. You're gonna lose that, and they just never quite look right. I think I got this pair for maybe $100 with the box, dead stock, like I said. I just wanted them for the collection. I don't own an Air Assault. I take that back, I do have one other pair. I don't own an Air Assault that I can wear, like a retro. So we do have a couple pairs the Air Assaults we'll get through. But to me, it's a cool looking shoe. It has a lot of the Jordan 3, we'll call it vibes, you know, same year and everything too. But take a look at the lace stays here and the lace guides here. And what do you see? I see a lot of the Jordan 3. Well guys, remember when we could buy these for, you know, affordable prices? I think those days might be over, but check it out. This pair I got specifically to wear. These are my size. Take a look at these collars. This has not been restored. These are completely factory the whole way around. And man, the collars are just in incredible condition. Plenty of life left on the sole. This is a very, very nice pair. It's one of my nicer pairs of Chicago's. And with the prices the way they are now, probably won't be wearing them too much longer. I'm gonna stick to my beat pairs that I've completely restored. These are just too preserved. So I hate to put miles on something that's that preserved. Could we fix anything that would happen to them? Absolutely, of course, but let's just leave them factory, let it go, and these have the box even. Very, very nice. All right, guys, how about a pair of 2016 Riccardo Tisci Dunks? And these are the Lux Dunks. They are nice. They've got the leather interior, got that crazy check in leather that's, well, stitching's okay, a little quality control issues, but we'll let that slide. The tongue is even completely leather. These things are nice. The only problem is they're not comfortable by any stretch of the imagination because there's so much leather, they are so stiff. But check out the exaggerated check there. I mean, that to me is what sets this thing apart. You get the RT with the logo here on the back embossed in it. All in all, guys, they made, I think, 3 colorways of these. You used to be able to pick them up for nothing. Now they're not expensive, but they're getting there. These for a while, I highly recommended to everybody, but now with the prices going up, just like, you know, everything in the sneaker game, I don't know. We'll have to hold off and wait. But what do you think? How about a pair of 2004 OG Nike Air Safaris? So these are pretty cool. This is a dead stock pair, and I got these for a project. I'm actually gonna put, I think, an Air Max 93 sole on these, so stand by, we'll see. We may have covered a pair of these in the past before because I think we have 1, 2, wow, I have 3 pairs of these right now. Yeah, we may have covered these in the past. If we did, I apologize, but I promise you it'll be the last time. But I think a 93 sole on these would look incredible. Some of these pairs came directly from Japan, and then one of them actually, I don't know where the other came from, but all in all, they sell for maybe 150 bucks nowadays, 200 at the most. I think with the Air Max 93 sole, these are gonna look hot. I don't know exactly how it's gonna fit up because this area here is, well, that's the part that really crumbles on these. I don't know, we'll see. I'll definitely film it when I try to do the swap, and hopefully it'll work out because you guys know how I like putting different Air Max soles on what they don't belong. All right, how about a 1989, well, yeah, it's half a shoe, but let's look beyond that. But how about a 1989 Air Jordan 4? These, they retroed, I guess it's been a few months ago now, in the fire red. I don't have a pair of the retros. Nike, if you're listening, send me a pair. But I would love to see the comparison because these to me are really interesting. They don't have premium materials like a lot of the other Jordans of the era. They've got an interesting, I don't even know what you would call this, but it's not a good leather at all, which is really surprising to me. But they have the cool Nike Air on the back, and I love the aging of the white, how it's getting this cream color. That looks really good to me. But what do you guys think of these? I mean, yeah, they're gonna need a little bit of work to get them back, but I'd love to have an OG pair alongside the retros. All right, guys, if you like this video, please subscribe, please like. We'll have more of these coming out. And if you haven't seen the previous 6, go back and watch them. I'll catch you guys later.